Hey y'all, it's SheRea. What's up? Back with another video. As you can see from the title, sis, today we'll be trying out the new Fenty Beauty Longwear Hydrating Concealer. I had no idea this product was even coming out until Fenty themselves actually reached out to me to send me the new concealer. This is dope, okay, y'all? Like, I've seen so many people get Fenty PR, be on the Fenty PR list, be the first to talk about a new Fenty product, and I just never was that girl. But now I'm that girl. Look at it, y'all. Look at it. Me and my Caribbean sister together in one frame. So that's what it looks like. That is the PR box. Fenty Beauty, baby. We will be opening it up together. So boom. Fenty. I'll put that right there. So we have the concealers as well as some other goodies. So let's see what's in here. So I got 3 of the concealers. They reached out to me and told me to pick my shades. I picked my shades based on a description outline that they provided, based on my Fenty Eavesdrop color, which is the color 20, and that's in here too. Got a brand new one, but guess what? I already owned it and loved it, so I will be using my old one today. I'm gonna keep my new one. Also in here is her instant setting blotting powder. Never used this, but this is the one she used at the Super Bowl, so I can't wait to try that. Their thick and smooth rich peptide eye cream, which is gonna be perfect for me because my eyes are tired like those comedians Cat Williams done dragged all over the internet. So this is going to be good for my under eyes before we start. Also in here is a Low Precision Makeup Sponge Duo. Usually I use a brush for my under eyes, but maybe we'll try these today as well. We done went through everything but the concealers, so let me pull these babies out and we can try them on. Let's first apply the eye cream. I didn't even know this product existed, so this is gonna be some. That's what the eye cream looks like. That's way too much, so I'm gonna take some off on my hand. She thick. She thick. Feels so good though. Y'all know I'm not a big eye cream person. If you're new here, hey. Since RiRi done send it to me personally, I figured why not. Now for the most important part, the concealers. Let's try on all 3 colors and figure out what we're going to use today. I have the colors 385W, 400N, and 420 warm. We're gonna start with 385 warm. We're gonna swipe it right here. That's a pretty good highlighting shade. That looks pretty good. This swatch was big as hell, big like me. Now let's go into 400 neutral. So definitely still a highlighting color, but not as dramatic. This is like super brightening. It's giving 2016 under eye. This is giving clean girl aesthetic. And then this 420W should be pretty much my foundation shade, although I probably would more be 420 neutral. I'm more of a neutral color, but girl, whatever. Let me tuck my tendrils back. Tuck her back. Yeah, that's too orange. See, that's more of like a color correcting shade for me. Maybe I can use 420 warm as a color corrector. I've been looking for a good color corrector for decades now, so maybe I can try that as my color corrector, and then maybe I can use 385W as my actual concealer for today, and then I can try 400 neutral on a different day as like a regular I'm just going out and I want to cover my dark circles type of concealer. Let's play. Before we play, let me put on some of the Fenty Lip Oil. I actually have a whole bunch of Fenty in front of me. We're going to attempt a kind of sort of full face of Fenty as much as I can as well. We're doing all the things today, sis. All the things. But if you're new here and you've never seen my face, but much you like my face. Definitely be sure to subscribe so you can stick around. Give this video a thumbs up. A like goes such a long way to support my channel. It lets me and YouTube know that you want to see more videos like this. I'll also link everything that I'm using down below. If you ever want to support my channel, support my content, always click a link and save a life. Shopping and purchasing through my links really does help, and I would love you forever if you do so. Anyway, girl, enough long talking. Let's head in. We're gonna go in with a bit of the 420 just to color correct a wee bit. I don't even know if I should let it dry down or not, because sometimes you let stuff dry down and it's a mess. I have never tried any other Fenty concealers. I did try like their brightening situation as a color corrector, but that did not have enough coverage. So I ended up just decluttering that. This is my first real like Fenty concealer. I've been having a really big struggle with concealer lately. They've been cracking up. I've been looking like I'm 80. They just haven't been holding up. I want this to do something, but honestly, y'all, if I'm gonna keep it a buck, I'm not getting much coverage. But I require a lot of coverage for my dark circles. And right now, she ain't doing too well. I'm not even gonna hold you. And even though this was sent to me in PR, I'm gonna keep it 100, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, for free product, it's not that serious. Like, I like the color, but the coverage ain't saying nothing. For me, I don't need the navy coming from me. This is my personal opinion. Let's allow it to dry down a little bit. Love the packaging. The packaging is so cute. Like, the packaging is so cute. The only thing with these white tops, they be getting dirty as hell, but the actual packaging, it's very nice. And it's supposed to mimic the eavesdrop. I think it's a really nice touch. Go ahead, Fenty. Go ahead, packaging. Okay. All right. You gotta let her dry down. Let her dry down. Don't judge little mama on the first swipe. Let she dry down. And it doesn't look cakey at all. According to Fenty, this concealer gets even with skincare. It will come in 50 shades like many Fenty drops. This is their new Wear Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer. This is your skincare powered hack to hiding and helping dark circles and puffiness. The verdict is out on that. Do less, get more, call it even. Okay, marketing team, I see you. Clinically tested to improve skin brightness and visibly improve under eye discoloration instantly and with continued use. Skin-loving ingredients target signs of fatigue, medium coverage, natural finish, so we really shouldn't expect full coverage from this. Rihanna never said she would give y'all full coverage, so I need to remember that as I continue to review it. Hydrates and brightens instantly and through 12 hours. Continues to improve with consistent use. This is what we're looking like right now, y'all. I can still see, honestly, some darkness peeking through, especially on the inner corners of my eyes where I have the most darkness. I'm gonna try to layer it one more again to see if I can attack some of the darkness right here, and then we're gonna move on because it may not be able to cover everything. See if we get the coverages that we want, because it definitely has way more coverage on this last little layer. Let me put some on low darkness here in the corner of my mouth, also here where I burned the hell out of my face when I was learning how to use chemical exfoliants. Don't be like me, be better than me. And this little pimple, that's a hater. Now let's keep going. I'm going to go in and apply the eavesdrops. Haven't used her in a while. Time to pull her out. Every day I'm crumbling, every day I'm crumbling, every day I'm crumbling, every day I'm crumbling. Isn't the coverage on this just so pretty? I just always feel pretty every time I wear this. My profile picture, I'm wearing the skin tint, and I'm just so obsessed with that picture. I know it's just a skin tint, but it gives me all my coverage dreams. Quick aside, if y'all don't know, Fenty Beauty is now at Ulta Beauty and they have their Fenty snacks, which is basically just Fenty Beauty minis. I was sent a whole bunch a few months ago and I was never really able to talk about them in like any of the content here on my channel, but I have a whole bunch of like Fenty Beauty snacks here, so I will be using some of them today, including the mini matchstick duo, which is the contour as well as a highlighter. Let's just keep applying things. Ooh. Ooh. Dang, I wanted to use this set today because it does have the mattifying primer. It also actually has the setting powder as well, but I really wanted to use that primer and I forgot. Dang, it's okay, it's gonna have to be okay. I did actually use that primer before and honestly I didn't love it anyway, but I did want to revisit it today. Too bad. My skin is definitely looking very radiant and dewy, but we are going to mattify her down. Let's go in with a bit of a highlighting concealer just because we need something else. So I'm just going to apply some of this, mostly in the inside. I actually really like how big the duckbill is. You can apply a lot at once and you don't have to go in with a whole bunch of swipes. I definitely appreciate that touch. Put some right here. And I know y'all just be putting on a little drop of concealer. Nah, I'm in my 30s. Sis needs her courages. If you have dark circles like I do, I advise not actually using a sponge like I was in the beginning when I was using it as a color corrector, because applying the brush definitely gave me more coverage. So you want to use a brush, maybe even your fingers, because the sponge is not going to be the best tool if you have the same issues that I do. I do like that even though I've layered on like a million layers, it doesn't actually look heavy and it doesn't look like it's going into my fine lines, and I have plenty, which is one of the claims, that it wouldn't actually seep into the fine lines. I no longer have the Fenty under eye powder. I used to back in the day, but it kind of looked drying under my under eyes, or maybe it was just a wrong color, I'm not quite sure. So I'm just gonna go in with my favorite Charlie. Everything, like I said, will be linked down below. Let's try some of the Fenty Beauty blotting powder to get down some of this extra glowiness. Oh, she mattified me down. Maybe a little too much, but it's okay. We're gonna bring the glow back in a second. Now I'm gonna go in with some Fenty Beauty bronzer in the color Mocha Mami. I got this a while ago. I barely use it. She's real red. If you don't like a red bronzer, don't waste your time. That's why I don't use her that much, because she's giving red. I kind of regret not getting the other color. I'll remember the name of it, because this one is red. And I like a red bronzer too, but this is Clifford red. So I've applied my eyebrows. I've also applied the Hella Thick mascara. I know a lot of people love this, but it's honestly not my favorite mascara, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, it does thicken the lashes, but it also like clumps them up a lot, so it's really not my favorite, I'm gonna be honest. Let's just apply a lip, keep it nice and simple. I have a bunch of different options because I do have my Fenty Snack Minis. There's a set of 3, which is the Lil Gloss Balm Trio. That's what that looks like. There's also some individual minis as well. I have the colors RiRi as well as Sweet Mouth. I think I'm gonna go with RiRi. It's like this pretty color, looks like that. I think I'm gonna use that today. Oh, this is pretty. No one talks about this color. This video has been long enough, so let's wrap this up, y'all. I will definitely say that I'm feeling so pretty. I'm honestly feeling gorgeous right now. Shout out to you, Fenty. Shout out to you, RiRi. When it comes to the concealer, is it something that I would pick up with my own money? Probably not. And that's not to say that it's a bad concealer. I just personally need more coverage. I just do for my dark circles. If I had a good color corrector, which I haven't found yet, then maybe it would help the concealer, but on its own, it is not enough for me. But it's pretty. My under eyes don't look cakey. It looks better than it has looked with other concealers. I will say that. I can't compare it to any of the new launches. I know y'all want to know if it compares to the Tower 28, House Labs, all those new girls. I've never tried any of those concealers. I have tried the Natasha Denona concealer. I do like it a lot more. That one went straight back to Ulta. This one has more coverage and it does look better on my under eyes compared to the Natasha Denona. I recently picked up Hourglass. I know Hourglass is not a new concealer, but I returned it. I definitely prefer this over Hourglass as well. I've yet to find my #1 concealer, and this unfortunately does not fit the bill. But if you are looking for a lightweight, medium coverage concealer, then it's definitely worth a try. The winner of this video is definitely the Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. I know they came out with a stick version. I haven't tried that as yet. I still have the OG. I still love the OG, and my skin just looks so good. This and the lip gloss, your girl is looking good, okay? She is looking good. But I'm out, y'all. Stay tuned for my final update at the end. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you haven't subscribed already. Give this video a thumbs up. A like goes such a long way. If you want to pick something up, don't forget to click a link and save a life. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace. Bye, y'all. All right, I'm coming to y'all on my phone. It has been 10 long hours. I've cooked today. I've done a whole bunch of work. My eyes were watering. I was rubbing my eyes, all the things. First things first, the mascara don't hold up to nothing. Y'all see the mascara all on my face. It's just moving and sliding. But in terms of the actual concealer outside of the mascara, it's still on. It did say that it can last up to 12 hours. So 10, not too bad, but I'm going to keep testing it and I'll report back. Editing SheRea here with the final tea. I've tested the concealer for several days now and I have some final thoughts. So today all I'm wearing is the color 400N with some powder on top. I kind of sort of filled in my eyebrows, but not really because they need to be done. And I have a little bit of blush. So this is what the concealer looks like, just using more of a skin tone-ish shade. And you can definitely still see my darkness peeking through. So if you have extremely dark under eyes and dark circles, like I said in my initial review, it is really not going to be enough. You're going to have to pair it with a under eye corrector. If that's something that you already do, then it's cool. But if you want this on its own to carry you, it's not going to do that. Not if you have dark under eyes and dark circles. Bear in mind, it's only a medium coverage concealer, so it's only going to do so much. But if you don't demand a lot of coverage and you're looking for something that's pretty, that's hydrating, that's going to make your under eyes look alive and beautiful, I love this concealer for that. I feel like my under eyes look so freaking good. It's the best they've looked in a long time. I just wish it had a tad bit more coverage. If RiRi could give me just a tad bit more coverage and make it hydrating and full coverage, I will be completely sold. So this concealer is going to be amazing for a lot of people. It's just not quite amazing for me. I will say that even though the coverage isn't there, it lasts, y'all. It lasts. I've been binge watching This Is Us, and I've been crying for hours and hours and hours at a time. And when I say this concealer held up, I'm talking 10 hours in. After crying and bawling all day, my under eyes still looked good. They still were lasting. They didn't crumble. They didn't fade. I had the same coverage throughout the day. So there's a lot of pros to this concealer, but the con is the coverage for me. It's not the perfect concealer for me, but maybe the perfect concealer really just doesn't exist. And that has to be okay too. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it makes sense. And let me know if you plan to pick this up.